is Thomas Hunt. I started the Madbitcoins show in 2013. In 2014, I started the World Crypto Network. And since then, in 2017, I helped start the Curio Cards project. We made NFTs before CryptoPunks and before the ERC 721 standard. So it's been pretty good being in crypto for a while, yeah. I'd read about Bitcoin when it came out in 2010 on Slashdot, and I looked at the command line version. I thought there's no way you're going to trick normal people into using that. I could also see the earlier you got in, the more money you'd make. And sadly, I didn't get in for 3 years after that. I think one of the most important things to know about Bitcoin is that there's only 21 million of them. So if you can get your hands on a 1 or a 0.1 or a 0.01 these days, you actually have a lot of Bitcoin. At 21 million Bitcoins, not even every millionaire in the world can have 1 Bitcoin. So just stack sats, be humble. I like programs like Coinbase where you can buy like $100 a month. Don't look at it. Try not to look at the price every day, every minute, every hour. It can be very difficult, but that's what you need to get through these things. Because if you look at any stock or any commodity or anything, it doesn't just go straight up. It kind of rolls upward, and it seems like we're in another one of these rolls. Well, the last time I was asked, I said HODL plus profits. So I think at 60K, it was a good time to take some profits. And I know that everybody says we have to be 100% one thing. But if you were more like 70-30, you wouldn't feel so bad right now because you'd be 30% cash. You'd feel horrible about your 70% that's been decimated, but at least you'd have a little profit. So there's nothing wrong taking 10%, 5%. Look at your numbers, look at your lifestyle, and if it would improve your life, it might be time to sell a little bit. People often get over-invested into Bitcoin and things like this that you get excited about. And when you're over-invested and you're over-excited, then you're going to lose a lot of money. Well, Bitcoin's obviously the original and most successful. Before that, there were more centralized cryptocurrencies like Liberty Dollar and things like that, where if you wanted to shut them down, you raided the central office. A lot of the cryptocurrencies right now are mined on Amazon Web Services. So if you want to shut them down, you just go to Amazon's office and you shut down their blockchain. What's nice about Bitcoin is we've seen that it's mined in almost every country on the world. China was big for a while. China's gone down. Other countries have an opportunity to mine. And as long as Bitcoin's decentralized and distributed, it'll continue to be kind of the backbone of this industry. Well, it's always the best to not your keys, not your coins, right? You want to hold your own Bitcoin, but you also don't want to go too far. Some people get excited because you can create a memory wallet, or you can memorize your keys or break them up into different parts and send them around the world. That's almost a surefire way to lose your money. The safest way is probably a safe deposit box. Get a Trezor or a Ledger, get a hardware wallet, and put it somewhere safe. We've had physical security for thousands of years, vaults and checkpoints and signatures and things that will protect you. Rather than just putting it in a jar and burying it under your house. Like this is, most people probably have it in their bed or their closet, a safe in their house. Like, get the hardware wallet, and also remember you can buy more than one hardware wallet. A lot of people get hung up. They're like, all my money is in this, and that's a disaster waiting to happen. So, multiple boxes, multiple wallets, spread it out, and especially as Bitcoin goes up in value, you might want to reconsider what might have been safe in your bedroom before now needs a safe deposit box or something even better. Well, I think right now what's really interesting is layer 2 technologies like Lightning and liquid sidechains, the ability to attach things to Bitcoin's incredible processing power and defended network, things like that, but they're very difficult to build. They weren't built first of all, and that's why Bitcoin didn't start out private. It was so difficult to build Bitcoin, you could imagine building it in the dark. Everything is 10 times harder. You can't even tell if things are working right because they're so private. And if you make a mistake and you're leaking data, then you're not so private. So I'd like to see more privacy on Bitcoin, more layer 2 technologies. And at a certain point, I think that we're going to need a Lightning network on top of the Lightning network. And no one likes to think of that now, but if we're going to onboard 9.5 billion people in the world, that's a lot of wallets, that's a lot of transactions, and that's a lot of complexity. We might need multiple layers. Well, it's always nice to be in a tropical environment, and we can see the water from almost everywhere we've been. There was a great party up on the roof. You could see all the way around the whole island. I got to tour the cathedral while I was here. The stained glass was amazing. And anytime you're in a Gothic building and you can see the ceiling from the inside, you really understand why they built it. And you appreciate how long it took. And especially you think about on an island, getting all the workers and materials out here to build a cathedral. So it's amazing to visit Mallorca. I've never been to such a small island in the Mediterranean before, other than Malta. And it's amazing to be here, to get to these smaller Bitcoin conferences where you can really talk to the people one-on-one. And a lot of people have come up to me and they're like, oh, I watch your videos and years. And I'm like, hi, I'm Tom. They're just another person to me, and we get to talk and hang out and have some drinks. And it's so nice compared to like a large conference like Bitcoin Miami, where there's like 20,000 people and no one really gets to talk. At a smaller conference like this, you can really meet people and make friendships, and that's really what it's about.